bringing you tonight's game from the Silver Bowl in Mount Carmel. The final game of the regular season. The Red Tornadoes, 9 wins, no losses, and probably with the win tonight will go for the first time since 1973 undefeated.
Right, 1973. I think about that, and it's somewhat hard to believe that we hadn't done that. You've had some great teams over the years, but we really haven't. We've always had that one loss somewhere down the road that mars the perfect season. So quite an accomplishment for this team against quality competition. They had some great games over the past year. The Shamokin game, of course, always. North Schuylkill games, some big games, the Southern game. Really had a great season. As you march into the 10th game now, you face a new opponent, the Selinsgrove Seals, a team we have never met on the football field. I am now positive.
Are you positive? Okay.
I can positively say we have never met them.
4 weeks later.
The Seals come into the game, of course, with a 3-6 record, having an off year. In fact, I shouldn't say an off year, because the program itself really has never generated all that many winning seasons for the size of the district. It's a AAA school coming to us to play. And if you take a look at the team, as some of the captains, you'll see it is the biggest football team size-wise we will play all year long. And I'm talking about 78 there.
78 is Matt Bullrich, and he's 6'7", 231. The other tackle is 77 B.J. Bonner. He's 6'7", 262. And they appear to be legitimate 6'7s.
Yeah, I mean, they're tall and they're big and they're heavy. So you wonder why they haven't had a better year.
Well, in particular, when Mike Boyer is looking at the chin of this guy, I mean, that tells you right there as we look at them on the field.
Well, the other thing, Warren, that you look at is Mount Carmel over the years always carried track and football hand in hand. They wanted the weightmen in the track program for lifting weights and everything else and getting stronger. They wanted their halfbacks and ends and everything on the track running. Now, when you look down at Selinsgrove is a powerhouse in District 4 for track.
Yeah.
A number of years, I don't know how many years in a row, they've been district champs, maybe 10, 15. And also, and dominated in their class, and also state champs. So they do come in with some good athletes on the track end of it, but it has never carried over as it has at Mount Carmel into the football end of the deal.
So we meet tonight, of course. We look already down the line. We're in the district playoffs no matter what occurs tonight. We will, if we win, of course, be the #1 seed. We will end up tied this season. If Montoursville wins tonight, we will be tied with the amount of points, but by virtue of a perfect record where Montoursville has 1 loss to Lock Haven in overtime in the early part of the season, we would be the District 4 top seed, which would bring the first game, of course, here to the Silver Bowl, and should we win the second game, also here to the Silver Bowl for the first time in I don't know how long, 2 district playoff games coming down and being played at home. So quite an accomplishment again throughout the season. And the only thing left to do now is get this 10th one in the record books and move on to the second season.
Kicking off for the Seals, number 10, Adam Dively. He's a soccer-style kicker, deep for the Red Tornadoes. 27 Evans, 22 Veach, and 29 Malakowski. Bounces on about the 20-yard line, taken by Veach on the 10-yard line. Finds a hole up the middle, finds some running room, turns it on, 1 block, he's got it. This one will go all the way for a touchdown for the Red Tornadoes. And what an opening kickoff run back for Brett Veach, and great blocking by the Red Tornado front.
As soon as they kicked off, I looked at them, at the Seals, and I thought every one of them left their lane. They're all out of their lanes. They're all scattered around the field. Brett took that little stutter step, checked out the blocking. Everybody got to see that hole was gigantic, and he was off to the races, but not the way you want to cover a kickoff.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
In to kick the extra point for the Red Tornadoes, number 64, Mike Sinkovich.
As Mike kicks away here, I got a phone call.
It's back, kicks up, and it's good.
And someone had asked me on the phone, when was the last time we had lost on our home field at the Silver Bowl? 1993, how many games is that, right? A little trivia out there. There's a good one right here. Who was the last one to return an opening kickoff all the way for a touchdown? An opening kickoff on the game.
Go ahead.
Now,
trivia.
Now,
okay.
Trivia. Now, that's trivia.
So we'll save that for next week.
Maybe Zavarik? I know, you're going back. Some excellent receivers.
I try to make it a point never to ask questions I don't know the answer to.
Well, it's great.
Well, no, he's saving that for next week.
Next week.
He doesn't know the answer.
I know. I told you I don't know the answer.
New scoreboard up and running tonight here at the Silver Bowl, and I guess since 1952, the old one was there. Looks very nice. 11:44 left in the first. The score, Red Tornadoes 7, the Seals nothing. Sidkovich, big kickoff. Taken by number 35, Isaac Hernandez, and he's tackled at the 25-yard line. 21, Matt Montgomery, helped out by 83, Higgins, and 80, Cuff. First down, Seals.
We might add that the scoreboard is incomplete. There is another section of the scoreboard that was not sent to us yet, and the scoreboard will be a little bit bigger than you're seeing it now. The scoreboard was donated, compliments of the Coca-Cola Corporation and also the First National Trust Bank here in Mount Carmel.
Kratzer, quarterback for the Seals. Pitches back to Hernandez, end around to number 84. Higgins over there, and down the sideline, knocked out of bounds by Dave Evans was Clint Inch. Good play, a nice fake play there by the Seals, and they gain about 25 yards.
Well, they definitely fooled us that time. They definitely caught us moving the other way. And a nice play to run against Mount Carmel area, of course, pursuing so greatly. That's the kind of play you keep Big Red on us with.
Higgins did his job. He did a great block by one of the Seals on Higgins. He was there all the way. First down, Seals the ball on the 48-yard line. Pitch back to Hernandez. Going to try the same play. Tries cutting it back up. Costello was there, but Higgins makes the initial tackle.
I don't think you should go to the well that often that fast.
You can only film so many times.
I don't know if I would have done that 2 times in a row, but
if I'm not mistaken, I think Blue Mountain tried running the reverse the first play last week also. I guess teams are looking at, like you said, how aggressive our defense is. Shikalimi 2 weeks ago tried a small pass, quick pass over the center to the offensive end.
Second down, 11 yards to go for the Seals. Kratzer, back to pass, rolls to his right. Evans with good coverage, but that one wasn't getting there. It was whether Evans was going to intercept the ball or not.
Well, that time he had Costello on a full blitz. He read, what he read best was that it was going to be a rollout. Instead of being suckered there a little bit, he read the rollout, he engaged the blocker for a second, and then he followed the quarterback, which cut the quarterback off from the pass, and there's no way he was going to complete it.
And then also he had Jamin that was in between the receiver and the quarterback a little bit further downfield, so there was a lot of coverage on that play.
Third down, 3 yards to go, or third down, 12 yards to go, the ball on the 47-yard line. Pitch back to Hernandez. Off the left side, gain of about 4 yards, but good tackling over there by the right side of the Tornado defense. 47, Sinkovich in there, along with 66, Joe Chicatano, and 83, Eric Higgins. Fourth down and about 7 yards to go, punt formation for the Seals.
You have to learn to read the new scoreboard. There's a lot of different numbers.
Yeah, you got to look at the threes where the timeouts are, right?
Find out what we're doing here.
Tashevsky, number 21, the punt for the Seals. The snap's back, wide snap, rush by Jamin, good coverage, taken by Malakowski on about the 15-yard line. Brings the ball back up to about the 20-yard line, tackled by number 24, Nevin Sassaman. Nevin.
Hey, you got to be impressed by the size, though. Look at the size of these guys. Well, you think they'd be gangbusters.
Yeah, they are some big boys out there. 9:51 left in the first quarter. Red Tornadoes with an opening run back by Brett Veach for a touchdown. First down and 10. Red Tornado shift with Jamin going far left to the I formation. Fake to Veach and hits Eric Higgins over the right side for a first down at about the 35-yard line. Start out with a pass play, Karnaski to Higgins.
Nice play that time. Good blocking. And really, Higgins was the real only target out there.
Yep.
Right?
That was about like that play at Blue Mountain that didn't work, you know, when everybody was flooding to the right side. And this time, Higgins found the gap in their defense.
Big Red slightly confused with the backfield there.
Using some shifts there, and now they go into tripped left formation for the Red Tornadoes.
The Seals didn't
Karnowski back to pass, rolls a little bit to his right now, looking downfield, has Veach breaking, gets him on the 16-yard line, and is tackled at about the 5. What a great throw from Karnowski to Veach.
The adjustment win on offense, and the Seals didn't.
You believe you got to look at Vic on that replay and hit this. You have to realize this is a boy that's rolling to his left, not to his right side, because he's rolling to his left and thrown across his body as he is sprinting. Unbelievable.
What a gun, huh? What a cannon.
And I'll tell you what, he caught Brett in stride.
First down and goal to go from the 5-yard line. Costello up the middle.
And touchdown.
Red Tornadoes.
Well, the Seals are in serious trouble. I mean, there's still 8 minutes and 42 seconds left in the first quarter.
Well, you know, we're trying to see how the numbers work on the scoreboard. That's what the boys are doing.
So far, they're working pretty good.
Number 64, Mike Sinkovich in to attempt the extra point. Chicatano with the snap. 21, Matt Montgomery will be the holder. Snaps back, it's down, the kick's up. And he drilled it through.
That was a line drive over the crossbar that time.
A lot of credit that time to 56 Gary Dunn, 76 Mike Boyer, 65 Rick Harris, 66 Joe Chicatano, 75 John Ellis. Offensive line did their job, gave Karnowski the time on both passes, and then the big opener up the middle for Joe Costello.
Everything kind of clicking for Big Red. And again, that's what you want. You want to build into the district playoffs. I don't know if we're going to be able to judge too much by the way the Seals have opened up there tonight. Anyway, if nothing else, they strike me as being extremely
the only thing, but the only thing that's amazing here is if you go back to last week, Montoursville, who will be tied for Mount Carmel at the end of this game tonight, beat Selinsgrove 9-6.
And was that?
Well, I don't think it was overtime. It was just a beat. Hernandez picks the ball up, tries it up the middle. Zavarik with the hit at about the 36-yard line. Also helped out there, number 47, Sinkovich. And 44, John Kalinowski. First down, Seals from the 36.
Hernandez looks like a tough runner. He's one of the guys you're going to want to watch throughout the game.
Well, I guess he can go for 1,000 yards tonight. He needed like about 30 or 40 yards to go over 1,000 yards.
That's good for him then. Again, their offense, if you're watching them, mirrors ours. Pretty much the exact offense we put on the field when we're out there.
Kratzer pitches back to Hernandez. Tries around the left side and a flag on the play.
That play will come back.
Got 47 Sinkovich in there. 83 Higgins, 66 Chicatano, 76 Boyer. That was quite a gang tackle, Warren.
Yeah, holding against the Seals. You know that's what it's going to be when he's in the back of you like that.
The ref's talking over right now. Here's the call from the referee. Holding call against the Seals. And they'll walk the penalty off right now. Referees are all from the Scranton area tonight. And Roy Davis making the call. 8:19 left in the first quarter. 14-0 Red Tornadoes with a early lead in this first quarter. And the Seals come out first and 19. Battress is in now at quarterback, number 14. He's going to roll, looks downfield, coverage by 22 Veach, and we're going to have a penalty flag called here. And I think interference called against the Red Tornadoes. I didn't see it.
Tough call that time. I didn't really see interference whatsoever.
I'll tell you what happened. Brett had stumbled, and when he lost his balance, he hit the back of the receiver, although the ball was thrown out of bounds. I don't know if it was even catchable.
54, Jeff Evans comes in for Steven Sinkovich, and Jeff was out since the Panther Valley game?
Second game?
Yeah, Panther Valley game.
Look, Jeff has come back. Of course, had broken his a bone by his wrist and thumb area, which a very delicate bone, which took a very long time to heal. We welcome Jeff back, and of course, those who, if you can remember him from last year and this year, you'll prominently see him in the Seals backfield when he's in there.
Seals changing the quarterback. Now they have 13 Kratzer into the ball game. 84 goes in motion. That's Clint Inch. Tries it up the middle to Hernandez. Costello getting up along with 54, Jeff Evans, and 66, Chicatano.
One of the things, the sidelight of this game, of course, is the Seals and the flip-flopping of their quarterback. One of the only teams you're going to see that shuttles their quarterbacks in and out on different plays.
Yeah, now he's back.
Sometimes every other play.
It is right now. It's back to Batris right now.
But almost every other play, they shuttle a quarterback in and out. You almost never see that in high school football.
Batris tries to Hernandez. He takes it out to the left side. Chicatano in pursuit. I think also over there was Higgins on the stop. You see Costello getting up. And 27, Dave Evans. Third down and about 8 yards to go. 6:32 left in the first. Red Tornadoes up 14-0. And it's nice to be home again after 2 weeks away from this box up here.
Absolutely.
Kratzer sets the Seals. Quick drop back, lets one fly, and a good play made by number 29, Dan Malakowski.
Excellent play by Malakowski. The Malakowski guys, boys, are making us truly international. I had a talk with their dad the other day, and he mentioned that they have relatives or a brother, another brother, I guess, in Ansbach, Germany, serving in the Army. Or some branches, or I believe he's an Army, and they send a game tape to Ansbach, Germany after every game, and after this play, they also send it somewhere else.
Stashevsky back to punt for the Seals. Line drive because of the rush from Jamin, bounces, picked up by Evans at about the 21-yard line and picks up about 3 yards. Tackle made by number 62, Nathan Mitterling.
But I believe they have father has a brother-in-law, or brother-in-law, I believe it was, who's out in Phoenix, Arizona, and he also gets a tape of each game. So we're spreading our coverage area out. We will truly be the world wildest sports, wide world of sports pretty soon. And I have to be the guy that falls off that ski lift on the commercial.
That's called the agony.
I've already been told I'm the guy that goes off the lift.
Look at the Seals defense here. They just have about 9 guys up on the line of scrimmage. They have 1 safety back.
Look, they didn't shift.
No, they have trips right set up for the Red Tornadoes. Karnaski back to pass. Looks in the flat at Higgins, hits him at the 32-yard line, and that'll be close to a first down, probably about a half a yard short.
Now that time he went to Higgins almost exclusively anyway, but if you would have looked at the other side of the field, the Seals are not adjusting to our shift. And when we're flooding the sideline over there with 3 receivers, and they've only got 2 defenders, really, because the other guy's unsure where he should be. They're going to have to talk that over defensively, or they're going to get burned by it again.
Second down, 1 yard to go for the Red Tornadoes. Jamin is moved to the left by Karnaski. Good blocking. Oh, now a guy comes through from around the end. Karnaski turns it on, gets by him, hits Costello out of the backfield for a first down at the 41-yard line and a little more.
I'll tell you what, Rick is looking excellent tonight. You know, hitting the flats on both of these drives, and now heads-up play by, going down in the grass for somebody, a defender over there, and just passes it off to Costello.
I tell you what, Wayne, too, the offensive line's just handling these big guys.
Yeah.
They look so big when we come up to the line of scrimmage, but they're just taking them on, stopping them, not letting them get through to Vic. 5:21 left in the first. First down and 10, Red Tornadoes. Jamin off the hands at about the 45-yard line. Second down and 10.
That time he was well covered by Sprinkle. 22.
Is it right? Oh, I thought it was raining or something.
No, just check there. It's Sprinkle.
Sprinkle. You got it.
These are all new names for us, though. We've never seen this group before.
Nope.
So we're going to learn a whole new group of names there.
First time for the Seals at the Silver Bowl.
Now, that's somewhat odd in that they're such a, I mean, they're only in Selinsgrove. They're a fairly close school district to us, and yet we've never met them in all the years we've been playing football.
Kanaski with Costello and Veach in the I formation. Fakes to Costello, looks at Jamin over the middle, and he, had it on his hands at about the 48-yard line, and it'll be third down and 10.
Nice try that time by Jamin. He almost brought it in.
I think Jamin was a little surprised that he was that wide open. You look at that replay. You're looking at Jamin with nobody around him for 5 yards.
Steve Sinkovich comes in at fullback, and also 29 Malakowski comes in for Jamin. A lot of people coming in for the Red Tornadoes on different plays and different series that he's going to run. Coach Williams working out of this and has Malakowski split to the left now. Kanaski looking at Malakowski's got him, hits him on the 29-yard line, and he goes out of bounds at about the 19. Couldn't save his feet.
Nice pass that time again. We are lighting the skies up tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Lighting the skies up with passes. Kanaski looks absolutely fabulous and flawless tonight, the way he's throwing in receivers. Again, the defensive back from the Seals are not shifting. They are not adjusting to what's occurring on offense. And you're seeing what you're seeing is single coverage on the guy that you don't want a single coverage. And that's why I'm saying they're having a mistake made in the backfield. Yep. They're not able to double cover the guy who they really need to.
Shotgun formation for the Red Tornadoes, 4:49 left in the first. Snaps back. Kanaski looks downfield, over into the corner at Dave Evans.
Beautiful.
Touchdown, Red Tornadoes.
Oh, Vic, you look great tonight. I just say, he looks marvelous, just marvelous.
Highlight film tonight.
I mean, you look at that. The receiver was on the 5-yard line when Vic was already releasing the ball down there, right into the corner. Beautiful pass.
Good catch by Evans in the corner of the end zone.
I mean, Evans was wide open. He ran a beautiful route. And the thing that, Warren, we were talking about there before, single coverage on all of our guys, it's going to be difficult because I don't think they have the speed to keep up with the Evans, Malakowskis, the Veach, and Costello back there.
Mike Sinkovich's kick is up and good with 4:40 left in the first quarter. The score, Red Tornadoes 21, the Seals from Selinsgrove, nothing.
Sinkovich has given us two different looks now on extra point attempts.
The line drive
it over the edge of the goalpost. This time he kicked it 4 miles above the goalpost. He's trying out his entire repertoire of kicking right now on the extra points.
You get it out of your system right now.
I think, again, you just talked about us a little bit, was that the Selinsgrove Seals, if nothing else, are slow. They are not a very fast team, which amazes you considering how good of a track team and how good of the track program they produce every year. But they are really a very slow-looking team right now. Now, we make a lot of teams look slow, but this one looks particularly running in mud right now, kind of look about them.
Sinkovich with the kickoff.
Nice. No, that's what you want.
Taken by Hernandez at about the 10-yard line. Tries it up the middle, but all the lanes covered. Tackled by 44 Kalinowski, 21 Matt Montgomery, and number 47 Steve Sinkovich.
Now, we've had tough special teams play the entire year. You really have. It's something you don't really look at a whole lot. When you're winning big, it doesn't come. You don't talk about it a lot, but the more touchdowns you score, the more they're on the field, and the more the job they've got to do. And they really are doing an outstanding job on both sides of that kickoff. They really do.
First down, Seals from the 29-yard line. Kratzer in at quarterback. He puts inch in motion over to the left side. Fakes to Hernandez on a roll. Oh, good play by Jamin. Jamin blocked that ball.
Good. And, you know, we talked about that all season long, too. There's Jamin and Higgins on either side. You're talking, what, 6'2", 6'3" over there? And now, I'll tell you what, the receiver was wide open on that. That was an excellent play by Jamin, getting his hands up and blocking the view and blocking the ball.
That time it was a nice offensive play by the Seals, though.
Yep.
Schambach came out of the backfield, and what they did was when they put the guy in rotation, they noticed that what we'll do is drop our safety about 4 yards deeper than normal even. When he dropped like that, that's actually his guy. And it's very hard to cover him because he's only about 5 or 6 yards from the line of scrimmage.
Robbie Batris now in at quarterback. 21 with the catch, which is Tony Stashevsky, and a tackle made by Matt Montgomery, but a first down for the Seals, and that's that little, just like a slant pass right over the middle.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to give their coaching staff up in the box over there credit. They're seeing that open space that Warren had just talked about a second ago. Now they're going to it. They're going to attack and make us adjust.
I think the adjustment we'll make is that I think the safety will just move up a couple of steps.
Right.
We have the speed, I think, to cover anybody out of that backfield. I don't think we need to respect it quite as much as we are right now.
4 minutes left in the first quarter. 21-0. Red Tornadoes in the lead. Kratzer in at quarterback. Hernandez off the left side for a gain of only about a half a yard. Costello, Chicatano, Higgins,
Sinkovic.
and Sinkovic Steven, number 47 in there.
The usual suspects.
Gain of 1 yard. Second down and 9 yards to go for the Seals.
Hey, the 77 for the Seals.
He's a giant.
I think he's a Division I prospect just in size alone. He really is.
Fumble on the play. Pitch back to Hernandez. Recovered by number 35, Hernandez. This will bring up a third down and about 13. It's got to be hard on the quarterbacks, you would think, to keep switching plays like that. And, you know, you come in, you have that second down and 9, and now Kratzer has to come in with a third down and 13 and definitely expect the rush coming from the Red Tornadoes.
I mean, it goes against everything. All logic is you don't want to switch quarterbacks, and they do it purposely every play.
2:38 left in the first quarter. Kratzer, quick drop back on a slant. Hits Stashevsky and a big pop by number 66, Joe Chicatano.
Hello.
Oh, my goodness, Joe. Oh, Chick man. What a pancake that was, guys.
Well, I'll tell you what, Stashevsky has to go back and now punt the ball. And his bell was rung a little bit right there.
He's thinking, why did I catch that? What was I doing?
Fourth down, 6 yards to go. I don't know. It looks like timeout call by the Seals, and looks like they were actually going for it right there because they kept number 14, the quarterback, Robbie Batris, in the game, but we have a timeout.
Yeah, you go back to talking about switching the quarterbacks. Bob, I'm sure if you would talk to Jonathan on that case there, you're talking about a cadence that is totally different coming from one quarterback to the other, and probably, if anybody, it would be hardest on the center.
Right, and even in the hands in a different position.
Right.
.156 left in the first. Red Tornadoes jump out to a big 21-0 lead. And are they going in the punt formation or not? Yeah. I'll tell you what. Is that 88 in the punt?
88's now back.
Okay, Mark Holman. So really, 21, Stashevsky did take a shot from Chicatano, and we said he was not seeing real straight. Low snap. He has to line drive the kick. It bounces on about the 29-yard line and will be downed at about the 16-yard line. But again, a ball that was not able to be fielded by the deep backs from the Red Tornadoes.
Do you guys want to guess when Jamin gets one? It's only a matter of adjusting the angle now. That's all it's going to be. I mean, they're just intent on leaving him come in. So I figure before the end of the game, he's going to take one down.
A right angle adjustment, is that what you think?
Yeah, he just needs to adjust his angle. He's almost there each time.
You see how much quicker now the punter is kicking the ball from the first time.
He's changed the entire way he punts now. And that's a good thing. That's what you want to do. You want to intimidate him a little bit, and he is now.
Red Tornadoes take over first down and 10 on the 16-yard line. Karnaski hands to Veach. Up the right side, lots of running room, breaks it outside at about the 39 and gets tackled at the 46. Big hole on the right side for Brett Veach.
Now there's a play there that's been working for the last few weeks for us. We're looking at some passing on the flats and hitting some deep passes, and now all of a sudden you come back and you hit a delayed draw. Actually, that's what that was, breaking off to the right side.
Minute 25. I'm just watching the scoreboard to see if those tents flash up. I think they do. It's the little things that keep me amazed about things.
Oh, you can't wait for the sign to go up on the top there with
that too.
The advertisement.
The message board.
The message board. There it is.
Power backfield for the Red Tornadoes. To Veach, behind the power. Breaks through for about a 5 or 6 yard gain.
I've got a few messages I'd like to flash up there, in fact. Here we go. There it is, guys. It's up.
We're big time now.
Oh, yeah. We're in the big time.
Second down and about 5 yards to go. Ryan McGee brings the play in. .28 seconds left in the first. Karnaski again sets the Red Tornadoes in the power backfield. Inside handoff to McGee. Finds a little running room for about a 2-yard gain. Tackle made. 78 in on the tackle for the Seals, Matt Borich. This will be the end of the first quarter, running down 5 seconds.
Aren't you going to give the tents?
Yeah, see, 4:30. End of the first quarter, the score, the Red Tornadoes 21, the Selinsgrove Seals nothing.
Very good. Very good. That'll give us a chance to, of course, remind you, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching WKMC TV, broadcasting directly from the campus at Mount Carmel Area High School on our microwave signal WLX 267. We are an instructional fixed television service, and you are catching us on a Wednesday night, 8 p.m., Channel 13 on the Service Electric Cable System. I have to be careful how I do that now that we're worldwide.
Possibly that microwave will send itself right over there.
Or we could make a good dinner with it. Because up until I did this, I thought that's what all microwaves did.
Third down and about 3 yards to go for the Red Tornadoes. Pretty good crowd tonight. It's a tough night for football. It's very cold out here, and again, with really only the undefeated season on the line, you don't have quite the crowd we've had in the past for some of the other games here this year.
Sure, they're all planning on just taking Wednesday and snuggling and watching us. It's the only thing I can figure.
Karnaski sets up the Red Tornadoes with that full house backfield again. Fakes it to Veach. Looks in the corner for Jamin. Incomplete at the 30-yard line, and flags on the play.
Yeah, he got bumped before he caught the ball. Just a split second before he reached up, they had touched shoulder pads. Again, that's a tight call. That could have went either way, yeah. I think, when you look at it. But he called interference. And again, he called it on us down here, which I thought was a real tight call. So he apparently calls them that way. He doesn't like any kind of contact whatsoever. And if that's the case, then it was pass interference.
15-yard penalty against the Seals. That'll put the ball on the 32-yard line in Seals territory. First down and 10 for the Red Tornadoes. I formation. Jamin split far left. Evans to the right. Quick handoff to Costello. Flags on the play.
I'll go against us, I'm sure. Gonna be offside motion, something like that.
It's a dead ball foul. Offside, Red Tornadoes. The only thing you can think is maybe someone was lined up offside, because really you'd have to have motion first.
Well, he let him snap the ball as he was, then he tried to blow the whistle, so that's what I think. Maybe you're lined up the wrong, in the neutral zone or something there.
29, Malachowski into the game. This will bring up a first down and 15 from the 42-yard line. Not about. When you move it back 5 yards, it's first down and 15.
You can pretty much count on that.
Beach off the right side. Good tackle that time by number 65, Jim Roush. I think he's an outside linebacker in their defense. We'll see here when they line up.
Yeah, that is the end.
Oh, he's the end. He is.
Yeah, he's the end. Okay. Yeah, because the two big tackles. You got the other bigger one, the 76. He's the end on the other side.
Okay.
He's the big one. But the tackle is 77. He's not the end there. I thought they were both defensive ends, but they're not.
Shotgun formation. Snaps back to Kernaski. Big rush that time. He gets away. Finds a receiver at about the 24-yard line to Jamin. Jamin. So it'll be about 3 yards to go.
We want to apologize for any kind of camera quality problems we might be experiencing. The boss took over the camera without telling us a little while ago. You know, again, our apologies for whatever went wrong. He's certainly not up to par with Joe, the main man there.
81, Mike Zavarik into the lineup for the Red Tornadoes. Third down, 3 yards to go. The ball on the 24-yard line. Power formation. Gives it to Veach. Behind the power, lots of running room. Breaks it to the left side. And very close to a touchdown.
That's a one he landed on. He almost got it in there.
Yeah, they're going to bring it down right about the 1-inch line.
He should have some interesting totals by halftime again, folks.
Again.
Oh, no, now it's back low. It looks like about the 1 or 2 yard line.
Those all-purpose yards ought to be astounding by the time the half comes.
27, Dave Evans into the lineup. Brett Veach comes off.
And you have to give credit there to Jonathan Nelson and our two guards, pulling guard, our left guard.
Ricky Harris
and Joe Chicatano. Thank you very much. Old age sets in.
Kernaski to Zavarik. Down to about the 1-inch line. Now we're on the 1-inch line. Second down and inches, 9:31 left in the first half. Red Tornadoes already up 21-0. And some impressive long drives by the Red Tornadoes, because some of them have started at the 15 and 20-yard lines. And I can't see who got the ball on that play.
It was a left halfback, whoever.
81. They're using Zavarik right now. They're trying to punch a touchdown in for Mike Zavarik. 2 carries there.
Evans comes in, I assume, for Veach again. They're coming in and out between the two of them.
Veach and Evans are going to tailback, and they have Zavarik at the slot.
Look at the first down marker. Look how close it is to the pylon.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't get any closer than that.
Kernaski to Zavarik. A fumble, touchdown, Red Tornadoes. The ball popped out, but it was after he had crossed the goal line.
Well, they were intent on getting Zavarik the touchdown, and he plowed it in finally. That's what you like to see. Everybody's getting in the game here, and this is a great game to do it now. Of course, we go up now 27, about to be 28 if he kicks the point with still 8:24 remaining in the first half. So I think even we might see some playing time in the fourth quarter.
With flags on the play. Dead ball foul.
Yeah, they tried to call timeout before he pulled them off, and the referee didn't say it.
That's unusual on our extra points that happens, though, because it hasn't happened, you know, throughout the year. I'm not positive why the extra guy was on unless somebody had gotten hurt and then went back in.
Well, a little bit of a test now, and you know, I think I could use a little bit further back now. Let him work out the kinks.
Oh, this is a 25-yard extra point attempt. Snaps back, it's down, the kick's up, and it was blocked. With 8:24 remaining in the first half, the score, the Red Tornadoes 27, the Seals nothing. Well, all you can say is so far it's been impressive.
Oh yeah, I mean it's completely complete domination of the Seals so far. And again, I think speed is a telling factor across the length and breadth of this game. The Seals simply cannot keep up with us. They're mounting almost nothing offensively right now. And again, I mean, it must work for them, I guess, but you are going to question that the continual shuttling of the quarterbacks in and out. Neither quarterback is known as a passer as they come into the 10th game, as the kickoff now goes short to 21 for the Seals. That's Stashevsky, and he's brought down by Ziegler, Malachowski, and Higgins.
And then, I'll tell you what, there's how our specialty team on the kickoff is working. As soon as he caught that ball, what he looked for is a lane down the sideline, right there, exactly down the left-hand side, and who was standing there but Danny Malachowski, and he stopped dead in his tracks, and he had to cut back to the inside.
All right, I'm back. Had to take a little break there.
I wonder what happened.
Well, Ray Bressie, one of the Lycoming coaches now for basketball, was up and just had a couple things to say to us.
And basketball
and lacrosse. That's right.
And lacrosse.
Kratzer, back to pass. Let's one hang. Incomplete to Stashevsky, and he didn't want to catch it anyway.
Mike Zavarik was right there, and Mike jumped up to block the ball or make the tackle or whatever, and the ball went right over his fingers.
Now here's a little different defensive lineup. You have Steve Sinkovich and Jeff Evans in the ball game. We'll see where they come out and play. All right, Steve Sinkovich going at right tackle. That's where his brother Mike usually plays. Bastris, now the quarterback in for the Seals. 2nd down and 10. Pitch back to Hernandez. Run down by Costello and Chicatano and a bunch of other
54 Evans was there. Jay Malachowski getting up.
Oh yeah, Malachowski also there. 3rd down and about 13 yards to go. Ball's on the 28-yard. Well, the ball's back to the 24-yard line. Can't always look at the scoreboard to see what yard line the ball's on.
You got
That's a Warren Altimore statement. Kratzer sets the Seals twins left. He's going to throw that way too. Oh, intercepted by Chicatano. Everybody except for Kratzer gets a great block from Dave Evans. Touchdown, Joe Chicatano. He waited for Dave Evans to make the block. Joe Chicatano, the senior linebacker, with the interception.
But I'll tell you what.
Look at them.
You know what he
excited.
did? He waited for Evans to make his block and to block the vision of the defender. He looked like he made a cut to the inside, going to the center of the field, and then broke it back to the outside again.
Great play that time by actually everybody involved in that play. That's unbelievable on a high school level now.
64, Mike Sinkovich in to attempt the extra point. The snap is back, it's down, the kick's up. And no good, a little bit off to the right. With 7:13 left in the first half, the score, the Red Tornadoes 33, the Seals from Selinsgrove, nothing.
Well, I mean, there's not a whole lot to say about this game right now as far as any kind of strategy goes. The Seals have been completely demolished. It's 33-0. You still got half of the second quarter to go yet. They're showing nothing on offense. They're showing not a whole lot on defense right now. And my guess is that some of them are already thinking about that ride home. going back to Selinsgrove and putting this baby in the books.
Well, we're going to see a lot of Red Tornadoes in this ball game in the second half.
I don't think there's going to be enough to tell you. We're not going to be able to put enough guys into this game the way it's going.
Kicking off, number 64, Mike Sinkovich. Going to be taken by an up back at about the... Oh, on the play, and the ball recovered by Montgomery, but big hit by 83, Eric Higgins.
Higgins on Montgomery. Oh.
He's down. Oh, he's down. Oh, my goodness.
You know,
oh my
now we have headsets on. You know, people don't realize
hear it
that
through the headsets.
Yeah, you know that was a hit.
Oh, he's down. I mean, oh my goodness. Oh, he's down. I mean, oh my goodness.
And I can't tell.
Oh, it's 25. That's 25 what it is. It's Schambach. No, 35 is Hernandez, and he's the back. So this was the short back, picked it up, which is 25 Brett Schambach.
I'll tell you what, we've seen some vicious hitting all season long, and we're just, it just seems like we're starting to peak, and it's everybody now. Everybody's looking for, and they're clean hits.
And that's about it for the Red Tornado first team defense. They are off the field right now, except for a couple. There's an intermix, but Cuff comes in at right defensive tackle. You have Detry coming in. Number 1, Mike Wojtowicz, 72 Vogler, 59 Geary, 45 McGee in on defense, 37 Pete Avellino, 40 Damian Ziegler,
72,
and 72 Vogler. I think we got him.
Okay.
Batras tries to Hernandez. No running room there. Initial hit by 40 Ziegler. Helped out by 59 Geary and 35 Detry. Second down and about 7 yards to go. 6:47 left in this one, and Red Tornadoes just massed an insurmountable 33-0 lead in the first and part of the second quarter. 44 John Kalinowski also into the game for the Red Tornadoes. Kratzer at quarterback. No, this is Batras at quarterback. Pitches back to Hernandez. And first down at about the 44-yard line.
Initial hit by Steve Sinkovich, and he played that nice. Steven, did he follow the pitchman right out? He made the initial hit, and then the runner went downfield for an extra 5 yards.
Number 60, Malachowski, comes into the lineup. He replaces 72 Vogler. 13 Kratzer in at quarterback. You have to check the quarterbacks of the Seals. Hernandez off the left side. Hit by 60 Malachowski and 59 Aaron Geary.
Seals seem content to run the ball right now, wear some time on. I mean, they're not making a real effort here to re-enter the game offensively anyway. It's a shame. You don't like to see a game get like this so early, you know, for both us and them, because you start to lose your intensity, and that leaves you open. That's when an injury happens.
Right.
When you get a little bit relaxed out there, that's when you get hurt.
5:25 left in the first. Second down, 6 yards to go. Hernandez off the left side. Wojtowicz in on the tackle, number 1. Also 47 Sinkovich and 59 Geary. First down, Seals at about the 47-yard line. If you watch Coach Conley and Coach Williams on the sideline, great time for teaching of these younger guys. Hernandez off the right side, good hit, Jason Malachowski, number 60.
Malachowski was there, Cuffey was there to make a tackle, and Steve Sinkovich. Again, you're looking at, and now what you're seeing our second team being on the field so many games, you know, for so much time now. You're talking about almost a half of play in a few of these games that they're starting to pick up some good experience. Yes, they are.
Second down, 9 yards to go, 4:19 left in the first half. Bastrus changes the play at the line, it looked like. He goes into an option, keeps the ball himself, and does a nice job of cutting it back. He did a great job there of reading everybody and cut it back with the ball himself.
First, we've seen the option from the Seals tonight. Somewhat of a tentative option, I think, more than anything, but it was an option play.
I think he was waiting for, who was number 40, Ziegler?
Ziegler.
He was waiting to see what Ziegler was going to do because he was standing, the quarterback was standing in the hole. Ziegler was waiting for him to either pitch the ball or to keep it. And I guess the quarterback figured, well, my halfback's gone already.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Inch goes in motion to the right side for the Seals. Kratzer pitches back to Hernandez. And he might have made it, but then a good surge there by Ziegler to knock him back, helped out by Malachowski and Ziegler doing it.
Going to be real close. Going to be real close. I'll tell you what, I'm not sure if he picked it up or not.
No, they're saying fourth down right now.
Yeah,
he made it back to the line of scrimmage, period. That was it.
He took a good hit that stood him up, and that was all the further he got. Seals will go for it with fourth and probably a little less than one.
Tight defense by the Red Tornadoes here. They bring everybody up on the line. Eight men up on the line for the Red Tornadoes. And they're going to try the option. He had nobody to pitch to, and he does not make it. Tackled by number 40, Ziegler. The pitch man just wasn't there for him.
You're right. The play was blown, but I think what he should have done there was turn up field. He stood stock still when he couldn't find his pitch man. He needed to turn up field and get less than a yard. He would have had the first down. And his pitch man went the other way. The halfback got ran to the right-handed side of the offensive formation, and he turned to do the option to the left. Now, I don't know if he was wrong or the halfback was wrong, but it resulted in a turnover. The ball goes back to Mount Carmel area on down, so not a highlight film for the Seals either way around on that one.
Wojtovich in a quarterback for the Red Tornadoes puts Bailey at the tailback position with Steve Sinkovich at fullback. Bailey, a big hit that time by number 65, Jim Roush. Second down and 10.
Roush a bit of a bright spot at the defensive end position for the Seals. He's on numerous plays on his side of the ball. He's actually one of the smaller guys out there as far as the defensive alignment goes. Nice touch with the heater tonight. Whose idea was this?
I don't know, but it does warm the toes.
I'll tell you what, I'm impressed.
He's have a heater over there?
Right here, the little quartz heater.
Pitch back to Bailey around the left side. Finds some running room. Gain of about 5 yards. Red Tornadoes will be faced with a third down and 5 yards to go.
You know, he can be such a baby when he thinks we have something he doesn't, you know?
I was wondering why you were pushing me down here by Joe. You keep on bumping me down here.
It took me the first quarter to figure out. I thought maybe the heat was coming up out of the concession stand. I didn't know where the heck the heat was coming from.
Facer into the lineup for the Red Tornadoes, also 88 Shellhammer.
Not a bad idea, though, guys.
What's that?
The heater. I like it.
Kalinowski and Shellhammer split to the left. Tries it up the middle to Bailey, going nowhere for about a half-yard gain. Punt situation for the Red Tornadoes. 1:13 left in the first half.
Who punts in this group now, Bob?
Well, I guess Malachowski will probably. No, they're bringing in the. Yeah, here comes the.
Right. I was going to say who would punt in the formation if he's not there, but I didn't see him coming out.
Joe Costello in punt formation for the Red Tornadoes. Snaps back. Kicks away. Good kick by Costello, angling toward the 20-yard line. Hits on the 15, still rolling to the 5, and is covered at about the 1-yard line by number 27, Dave Evans. With the speed, he gets down there and covers the ball.
Oh, they should have picked it up. You don't want to let it roll like that. Although it did take a really odd bounce, and it bounced a little bit inside of him, and he had a heck of a time trying to get the handle of it. But
a Costello bounce.
They got a good placement. I guess they're saying he touched it
on the 4. Yeah, 4 or 5. 37 seconds left in the first.
37.8 seconds remaining. I think we're going to have to be a little bit precise here on what we're doing here.
Kratzer in at quarterback for the Seals. Going to try it. Hernandez up the middle, going nowhere. Big hit by 47, Steve Sinkovich. Time winding down in the first half. Red Tornadoes in the lead, 33-0. Seals are just going to let it run down here with them being in such deep in their own territory. That's the end of the first half. The final, or the halftime score, the Red Tornadoes 33, the Seals nothing. We'll be back with some halftime stats in 1 moment.
Right away. First time he does them all year and he went stop doing.
No, I was going to give Jose credit. I asked him the big question that I asked
the trivia question. I knew you were going to ask him that.
And let me tell you what, just like 5 seconds, he had it. I said, how do you do? He said, that's my job.
Surprise me.
That's my job.
And it was who?
No way.
He's not going to tell us.
No. It's not, you guys abused me there for a couple seconds.
I also knew we would not hear it from him. I'll ask Jose after the game. He'll tell us.
Well, I'll tell you. I had to write it down. I knew I'd forget it on the way up. Okay, in the rushing department, we had 12 carries for 70 yards. Passing, Vic has done an outstanding job tonight. 7 of 9, 179 yards for Vic Kanatsky. He is hot. That pass to Brett down on the 10-yard line, 65 yards in the air.
Sinkovich with the kickoff, taken by Hernandez at about the 20-yard line, tries it up the middle. Higgins hits him first. Ryan McGee also in there, 80 Chris Cuff, and 21 Montgomery. Go ahead, Wayne.
Okay, Veach had 4 carries for 58 yards. Cassidy 1 for 4, McGee 1 for 2, Zavarik 3 for 2 with this touchdown, and Bailey 3 for 4. In the passing department, we had 6 receivers. Higgins 2 for 24, Veach 1 for 61, Cassidy 1 for 11, Jamin 1 for 11, Malakowski 1 for 37, and Evans 1 for 20.
The little funny thing happened there as we watch Jeff Evans in at nose guard right now. Tries Hernandez off the right side, finds some running room, close to a first down. They yelled for Jeff. They went, Jeff, and Doc Greco ran out. And they were yelling for Jeff Evans.
Wrong Jeff.
Yeah, and he came laughing back off the field. He made it out almost to the hash mark.
Hey, Doc's always ready, though. That's what you like to see.
First down for the Seals at the 45-yard line.
He didn't get much work this year, though. That's what he's anxious now. He has to get out in the field a little bit.
14 and a quarterback, Robbie Bastris now for this play for the Seals. Tries the option and goes nowhere. Good coverage that time by Chicatano.
Okay, on the other side of the field, the Seals carried the ball 18 times for 56 yards. In the passing department, 2 of 7 for 20. First downs, Mount Carmel 8, the Seals 4. Now, the big tidbits. All right.
Here it goes.
Are you ready?
I sent him down one time, and he comes back with a sheet full of things.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Kratzer. Hand off to Hernandez. Finds a little running room up the middle. Finished off by 47, Steve Sinkovich.
Well, my first question to Jose was Zavarik the last one to kick an opening kickoff? And he says, oh, no, Wayne. No way. He says Zavarik ran one back. I think he said it was the second half. It wasn't the opening kickoff. He said, he thought for a second, he said, John Diminick against Hazleton, 1982. And he said, no, that's a school record.
And now we're going to have to wait till fourth down. To
yes, we are. I'm going to drag this out.
He's dragging this baby through the whole half.
You're right.
Offside.
Flags on the play, and it'll be offside.
Now I'm going to fill in for the penalty anyway, okay? But he did say that it was against Schmoken in 1989. Tony Mazzatesta.
All right.
Okay, opening kickoff.
The Maz man.
Illegal procedure called against the Seals, and that'll bring up a third down and 10.
Yeah, I think I actually remember that play now. I can't remember if I'm wearing shoes until I look down most of the time. And then I have to ask somebody. Well, you did a fairly decent job on the stats.
Yes, he did.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, he's still going.
Hey.
Oh, my goodness.
I told you I had to write it down.
Oh, man.
Bastrus on the option to the left side. Finds some running room for about 7 yards, and they're finding a little gap between the defensive end right now and trying to cut it up, but good tackle made. 54, Jeff Evans in on the tackle.
Well, I mean, you gotta tell yourself how much intensity can be going on out there on our side of the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care how good you are. It's 33-0. They've done nothing so far. I mean, you think that edge you had when you came into the game is still there. You got to think again. I mean, we're playing tough and all, but let's face it, they're going to pick up a couple of yards maybe they wouldn't have necessarily done in the first half.
Mark Holman back to punt.
Looks like a block almost from us.
It's going to be a fake to Bastrus. Find some running room. And first down at about the 32-yard line.
You know, we looked almost like we knew it. We lined up almost like we were going to block it, and he still scored it through for the first down. And that's what I think I mean when I'm saying maybe we're not quite as focused as we originally were here.
Well, that helps focus you a little when someone runs.
Get your adrenaline up a little
right.
bit. Yeah, it's exactly what it served to do, I'm sure.
Some of them out there, it makes them mad.
Yeah,
like Casti.
You know, blood up, and we'll see what happens now at 8:41 left in the third. Kratzer in a quarterback, tries to Hernandez, goes nowhere for about a half-yard gain. Steve Sinkovich with the initial hit.
Steve playing a linebacker in a linebacking position there.
Yes, he is, as a matter of fact.
Was he?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought he was. Used to seeing him down at either nose guard, and then in the first quarter, or the second quarter there, he's...
So he's in for Costello.
Yeah, I'm looking on the sidelines, and I can't find Costello. I can't see him standing anywhere.
No.
Well, Joe Costello during the week had problems with his lungs, just breathing, and we'll watch his play coming up the middle. Fumble on the play.
Flag?
No, that's the marker.
That's
so
the marker.
It is a fumble.
He lost the ball. We recovered.
It will be recovered by the Red Tornadoes.
And you talk about losing the ball. That went 15 yards downfield.
27, Dave Evans in there, but somebody else has the ball. Right now getting up right there.
Jamin?
30, Sean Jamin.
Yeah, I don't think Costello's on the field
I don't
right
think
now.
he is either. I don't see him.
He didn't come out after the half. You know what, though? He might be calling his broker.
No, they were. I think this is just giving him a rest with how he felt this week.
Mm-hmm. Well, he had pleurisy.
You're right. Pitch back to Veach, taking it around the outside, and steps out of bounds at about the 17-yard line, a 21-yard line, gain of about 7 yards. Now it's up to the 23.
The only thing I could figure, though, I mean, I realize he had a tough week, but what did they do? Shackle him to the lockers or what? How'd they keep him in there? What is he, chained to the shower head right now or what?
Right there he is, right by Rusty Lezinski. He's not.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's just standing there. Okay.
Pass to Jamin. First down, Red Tornadoes at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Cassidy's just standing down there.
He's done for the night.
Yeah, well deserved. He's in street clothes here in the second half. And again, he had a bout of pleurisy, which concerned everybody. They felt he was okay yesterday. But, you know, you don't need to take any chances with a 33-0, so.
And again, it did not hamper his play.
No, you wouldn't have known it from looking at him.
You know, put a cast on him, a little bit of pleurisy, you know, try both. Hey, it doesn't slow him down.
7:15 left in the third quarter. Sinkovich and Veach in the backfield. Veach finds him. Oh, nice sidestep. He might be gone.
He's gone. He's not might be. Once he does that, he's
to
gone.
The 20.
Think anybody's going to catch him?
Touchdown, Red Tornadoes.
My goodness.
75
what
yards.
A neat sidestep there.
What a run.
Good blocking by the Red Tornado line.
Our line is just doing an excellent job offensively and defensively tonight, but offensively they're opening up some holes and blocking the linebackers for the runners to make these long runs. Unbelievable.
64. Mike Sinkovich in to attempt the extra point. Snaps back, it's down, the kick's up. And no good. Off to the right. With 6:52 left in the first half, in the third quarter, the score, the Red Tornadoes 39, the Seals nothing. This will make for an interesting fourth quarter.
It will? What are you doing?
Well, you haven't said anything for about 2 minutes, so that's why I said
I'm in a slump right now.
Interesting fourth quarter.
I mean, it's 39-0. My analysis of this game is over already.
George is eating hot dogs, so he's done already too.
This hurts, Joe. Joe Novotny is eating and drinking and nothing for me. I can't believe this.
Mike Sinkovich will kick off.
Nice.
Nice one.
Nice, right on the line.
Taken by Hernandez on the 8-yard line. Dan Malakowski goes after him first. Kalinowski in at his feet. Helped out by Steve Sinkovich and Damian Ziegler. First down, Seals from the 23-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Mike is getting stronger and stronger in his kickoffs. He's now consistently getting it down to the 5-yard, or to the 10-yard line, not to the 5, but down to the 10-yard line.
What's this now? Oh,
well, there's
ball's in the end zone.
Ball in the end zone.
I guess that was the extra point attempt. He finally coughed it up and brought it back in.
Looks like maybe one more round of defense from the Red Tornadoes starters. Hernandez, and Joe Chicatano.
Checkman.
And Jay Malakowski finishing him off.
That's the way you fill the hole.
Good angle from here for us to see.
Oh yeah, that was a good hit there. 2 double sixes coming at you, standing in that hole. You go nowhere. Chickman calls the defensive signals now, I might also add, in Castman's absence, said as he recuperates and talks with his broker.
But if you think about it, Coach Conley has, and Coach Williams, they all have, every linebacker knows those signals.
Mm-hmm.
Because you see when Bailey comes in, he gets
to call
them.
Yeah, he does.
Batres with the option. Hit by number 27, Dave Evans, after about a 4-yard gain.
Of course, let's look at the districts a little bit here. A lot of things can be happening. Obviously, this is a Wednesday night. You see this, you'll know already by now, but you're looking at Montoursville and Central Columbia certainly in the district playoffs along with us. The team that's on the bubble now, depending on whether it wins or not, is Wyalusing. Wyalusing would be the team that meets us next week if they were to win tonight, and they are playing a once-winning Towanda. So they're heavily favored to win, so we expect that Wyalusing will be our guests here.
Hernandez gets a big hit. Sorry about that, Warren.
No, go ahead.
I mean, it was just a great hit there, and I'm trying to pick up 65, Ricky Harris.
Had a dark horse in that race is Lewisburg, a combination of wins and losses by a couple of different teams, and Lewisburg, the Green Dragons, would be the 4th-seeded team in District 4. You look down, and some of the things we've seen out west, and it's now, I guess you can talk a little bit about what's going on out west. Forest Hills, the team we met 2 years ago. I'll continue this after the punt.
Mark Homan back to punt for the Seals. Snaps back. Gets a rush from Ziegler, has to send a sailor, taken by Malikoski. Does a nice stiff arm.
Nice.
One more.
He did it. Oh.
Cut by him. He's at the 45 to the 50-yard line. Nice run back, Dan Malikoski.
And he's got to give his brother a nice pat there because his brother nearly killed a guy with a block there as he was turning the corner. That was a brother combination going there. We look over, and Forest Hills is a team we had played, of course, 2 years ago and won a state championship at double overtime. They were undefeated. They were highly touted, highly regarded, and in a game last week, the starting quarterback for Forest Hills broke his leg and is out of the game, out of the season. What you'll see now is Forest Hills putting a freshman quarterback in. He weighs 150 pounds. He's 5'7", and he'll guide them in the playoffs. We don't expect that Forest Hills will be able to make it through the playoffs now with that turn of events. Sharon, the team that everybody picked for us to hit as far as the final, if that's what were to happen, if we were to win all our games and you're going to project the final, it was supposed to be us and Sharon. Sharon defeated by Wilmington. Wilmington 27-7, and those 7 points were the first points Wilmington has given up this year. Sharon is eliminated from district play because only one team comes out of that district, and it will be Wilmington representing that district this year.
Kardaski to McGee on the inside handoff, going nowhere, tackled on the left side over there by, well, we missed him.
Now, when you talk about district play in this area, and you look at Sharon, now you think that would be, you know, they have one loss, and they're out of it because only one team goes.
Only one team in that district.
Now, that doesn't seem fair when you're looking at other districts here. Everybody's jumping from one district to the other to get into it.
It's just the way they do it out there. Sharon certainly was an odds-on favorite. They were a AAA team and played Berwick last year and had dropped into AA this year and were really a favorite until Wilmington. Wilmington's out by the Ohio border.
3rd down and 10. Kardaski back to pass. Looks at Evans. Incomplete about the 41-yard line.
Of course, in the East, everybody's talking, again, Mount Carmel area, and of course, North Schuylkill out of District 11, expected to sweep that district and move into inter-district play. And the team that everybody's talking about, other than those two, of course, would be Bishop McDevitt out of the Harrisburg district. They're probably the odds-on favorites now in the Class AA section to move on and see some inter-district play.
Malikoski back to punt. Wide snap, gets the kick away. Fumbled and recovered by the Seals on the 18-yard line. I think what happens out west also, Wayne, though, is that I think there's more districts, so they end up with more district champs, and they're actually playing inter-district champion play before we do. First down and 10 for the Seals, 2:44 left in the 3rd quarter. On the option, pitches back to Hernandez, and he's hit hard by 66. Joe Chicatano, also 47. Steve Sinkovich, and 60. Jason Malikoski.
Well, basically, I think what the PIAA is eventually, what it looks like they're trying to do is, well, first of all, right now, the way it looks is that there will be no district champion at all because you're looking at sub-regional now. You have other people coming, as in AAA, you have Allentown or Bethlehem Catholic coming over and playing Shamokin and Danville and the other AAA schools. So I think the district play is gone, or the district championship anyway.
Not this year, though. They are going to still honor a district champion this year. I'm assuming that you're right. The fact that they're changing the name of the playoff to sub-regional and regional, that they're eventually going to do away with a district-based playoff. And it's funny because they made such a stink about district playoffs when they first adopted the format 4 years ago, and they were trying to squash the Eastern Conference out of existence. District, it was everything, and now they seem to be moving somewhat further away from that and moving into what they're terming sub-regional and then regional play, aiming towards a state final.
3rd down for the Seals. Kratzer rushed hard on that last play. Inch goes in motion to the left side.
Bastris tries the pass, gets it off, but over the head of his receiver, and that'll be 4th down for the Seals and 5 yards to go.
Of course, the finals of the state again are at Altoona. That contract is still in effect. I don't know if they were renewing it when we last talked or not, but I think they got it for 6 or
5 years.
5 or 6 years, something like that. They had the
most likely
contract, so we'll return
center,
to Altoona.
and it is a center stadium that has AstroTurf, and that's the secret for that time of the year. Malachowski and deep. They're going to fake it again, and Selinsgrove is just asking for trouble.
They didn't pick it up.
Oh, yeah, they didn't make it.
Ball will turn over to Big Red deep in Seals territory. It's about a yard away. They're not even going to measure it from what I can gather. Well, the Seals may be asking to have that done now.
Boy, I didn't think he got there.
And they are going to ask to measure it, and they are going to measure it now. They're looking a little less than a yard short if you look at where the marker is, but I would assume you'd want to measure this. Yeah, they're a good distance away. And they turn the ball. It's a yard. They turn the ball over. Ball's inside the 30-yard line of the Seals right now. About the 28, I guess, or 28-yard line they're marking it at.
1:32 left in the 3rd quarter. 39-0 Red Tornadoes in the lead. Karnaski sets up with the I backfield, Sinkovic and Veach. Gives it to Sinkovic, up the middle. Big hole, on his way.
And in.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
No, yes. Okay.
Yeah, he had to.
He ran right over the pylon there, yeah.
Had to be a touchdown. Nice run by Sinkovic. Good blocking by the right side of the Red Tornado line.
Cinco took Dinah with just his face pass as he came through, too. Did you see that?
I saw that when he was going through the line.
Talking about a pretty nonchalant move there. He reached up and got his face mask fixed and then went on for the touchdown.
I got to clip this chin strap or it's a little loose as I go through the line.
64, Mike Sinkovic in to attempt the extra point.
Now, a gamble that time by the Seals cost them 6 or 7 points here.
Snaps back, kicks up.
Nice kick.
And it's good. With 1:21 left in the 3rd quarter, the score, the Red Tornadoes 46, the Seals nothing. A nice way to go into district play and the first undefeated season since '73.
Absolutely, absolutely. You got to give them credit.
And there's one of the tidbits right there. This will be the 6th time a team from Mount Carmel area has gone undefeated, starting back in.
He's never going back down there again. Never.
67, 68, 69, 72, 73, and now 96.
I'll be darned. That's pretty neat.
That's it for him. He made his last trip for the stats.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, God.
You don't ask the right questions when you go down there. That's what your problem is.
I'm obviously doing something wrong. I'll say that for you.
It's like with Jose. It's like surfing the net. You know, you just jump on Jose's back, ask him a couple questions, man, you get all the right answers.
Sinkovic's kick is stopped at the 18.
There's
Big rush by Malachowski. And he's finished off by number 80, Chris Cuff.
You know, it's nice when you're watching the
21 Montgomery.
The special team, and you'll pick out someone like a Danny Malachowski. He runs with reckless abandon when he goes down there, and it's just amazing. It's a joy to watch him in the special team on a kickoff like this.
First down and 10 for the Seals. Batris pitches back to Hernandez.
Geary. Aaron Geary.
59 Geary on the tackle.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. He went right through the hole, right from his right tackle position, broke to his left and made the tackle.
67, Jason Wojtovich in for number 60, Jason Malachowski.
Of course, folks, we probably didn't say this, but we are televising for the first time ever, the district playoff games. You'll be seeing us. We're going to do the 2 district games this year.
Pitch back. They're going to try the end around to Inch again. It worked early.
Oh,
it's not
Cuffy, nice play.
Chris Cuff, good job by the defensive end.
I'll tell you what, Cuff read that the whole way. Even when the first handoff was coming to the left, he read that all the way and stayed his position.
55 into the Red Tornado lineup, Jeff Homiak. That's the end of the third quarter. The score, the Red Tornadoes 46, the Seals from Selinsgrove, nothing.
And you're watching, ladies and gentlemen, WKMC TV, broadcasting directly from the campus at Mount Carmel Area High School on a microwave signal WLX 267. We are an instructional fixed television service. You are catching us on a Wednesday night, 8 p.m., channel 13 on the Service Electric Cable System.
You do that so well.
He's got it down pat now.
13, Seth Kratzer in at quarterback to start the fourth quarter for the Seals. Inch goes in motion to the right side. Tries Hernandez off the left side. He finds some running room. McGee's going to run him down at about the 49-yard line.
He's not going to outrun McGee, guaranteed.
Number 80, Chris Cuff, back into the lineup for the Red Tornadoes. First down, Seals at the 48-yard line.
Take a moment to talk about the Supper Club, of course, with district play coming and the playoffs even more interesting than usual. You don't want to miss it. Again, Matucci's on a Thursday night at 6:30. We'll be talking everything there is to know about district play this Thursday coming, tomorrow night, and then every Thursday into the playoffs that we keep winning.
Tries Hernandez. Good hit that time.
Last night,
47, Sinkovic.
Last night we had Mr. Cuff with us, Mr. Lashinsky with us, Mr. Ober with us, and Mr. Facer with us last night. And all fine young gentlemen. A really nice story with Lashinsky. He is going to be seeing a doctor on Friday, I believe his mother said, and he may be given the go-ahead to play football again, which is truly an accomplishment. He suffered a catastrophic knee injury last year, and to see him, the kind of determination he's displayed to come back and play football is awe-inspiring when you see a young man do that.
Hernandez, left side. About a 5-yard gain. Vogler in there on the tackle. 88 Shell, or is that 28? That's 28 Bailey.
On the injury front, we had Dan Daukus last night talking about, we talked to him about him a little bit. Of course, he's still healing. The ankle injury is not completely healed yet. He's on crutches again tonight. Something you want to watch. And, of course, the Ravito, young Mr. Ravito was given, I guess, a little bit of a setback in that he'll keep the cast on for at least another 2 weeks. Oh. They were hoping that might be coming off now, and it's not going to the way it looks. He'll keep a cast for 2 more weeks.
Batris, quick handoff up the middle. Wojtovich, number 1 on the tackle. Also down on the bottom, 67, Jason Wojtovich, and 59, Aaron Geary. 44, the ball carrier, Samsel for the Seals.
Yeah, Dan was also with us last night. I don't know if I was saying that separately, but he shared dinner with us last night. The young Evans came back to the game tonight, Jeff, and we're hoping that it's not something serious, but he re-injured what looks like the same hand that he was just coming off an injury of. In fact, Doc Recco's looking at as we speak right now. We hope the best for him, and that's nothing serious.
Kratzer to Hernandez up the middle, McGee on the tackle, and it gets it down to about the 18-yard line.
One of the things that I would have to ask the Seals now, it's 9 minutes to go remaining in a football game.
Why
it's
do you leave your
46-0.
first team in?
You know, this thing about not being shut out is somewhat ridiculous. You were shut out 33-0, and it was 8 minutes in the second quarter. Get some kids in there and play them.
Yeah,
I don't understand why the first team is still playing football out here. commentary on Selinsgrove, which I'm sure I'll pay for somewhere down the line.
Mr. McPhail just cut you out.
Pitch back to Hernandez. Good tackle that time. 70 Ober on the tackle. And 80 Chris Cuff.
Why do you take such great joy in saying stuff like that? I don't know what it is with you.
Second down, 7 yards to go.
I heard that. I know what you're doing.
I just like to make the other people laugh.
And that and the fact that you're sucking up to George right away, and that's distasteful at best.
Well, I'm going to get this 3 off my headset sooner or later.
8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Kratzer to Hernandez.
Oh, nice hit.
Ziegler. The Zigman.
That makes a 3rd down and 4 yards to go for the Seals.
That was a nice presentation from the Supper Club tonight, Bob. You made for the Supper Club with the shirt for golf. Next week, we're going to be talking about cross country. So brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. We will have the lowdown on cross country. And they, of course, we're speaking on a Friday night, and Saturday, tomorrow, they're actually competing in the state tournament. So we'll know everything about them next week.
Option play. Back to Hernandez.
Nice.
Read nice by Bailey and 40 Ziegler.
Hernandez is saying, don't pitch it like that. Don't pitch like that. Not when there's 3 guys standing there. Keep it.
4th down for the Seals. And a timeout called by the Seals. And what is amazing here, Warren, is right now this young Tornado defense has taken on the first team of the Selinsgrove.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing them head up right now. It's 4th, and I might add 4. It's a long 4 too. 4th and a long 4 to go. But
I think they actually lost yardage on that.
Yeah,
play.
I'm questioning the fact that they're playing the starter. They really shouldn't be now. And we see I shouldn't blame just them. You've seen other teams with this insistence that they not be shut out. But I think by the time the score's into the 40s, what does it matter whether you've been shut out or not?
What it is, I mean, it is great though. I mean, it's a tribute to the second team that's on there, and we've seen them all season long. They start out and with the substitutes that's going in and out, because Coach Conley and Coach Williams has been substituting single men here and there, every other one. Now all of a sudden we're starting to see them gel together, which is really great. And I'll tell you what, you can see them stepping up their defensive play.
Well, the problem you suffer from is the Seals. Of course, you don't play other guys, and that comes down to hurt you down below.
This is a 4th down play for the Seals. Battress in.
Reverse.
The reverse to Inch. Finds running room. And touchdown, Selinsgrove.
Well, the Seals got their score. It might be interesting to mention, and this is something that I did want to talk about, but I had forgotten to. Well, the Seals got their score. It might be interesting to mention, and this is something that I did want to talk about, but I had forgotten to. We talked about Sharon being upset, or not upset, but beaten by a good Wilmington team. And what that had managed to do, ladies and gentlemen, is in the standings in the state of Pennsylvania from the Patriot News of Harrisburg, which is the official newspaper of the PIAA. In Class AA, Mount Carmel area is ranked #1 in the state of Pennsylvania. Now let me add a little bit to that.
Dively makes the extra point, just so you know, here with 6:49 left in the game. The score, the Red Tornadoes 46, the Seals 7.
You want to talk about high school football in Pennsylvania. You want to talk Coal Region football in Pennsylvania, ladies and gentlemen. Mount Carmel area #1 in AA. Let's just slip over to Class A, ladies and gentlemen. Who do you find there at #1 in the state? Shenandoah Valley, #1. And then let's go to AAA. Who's over there? Berwick. 3 schools within 30 miles of each other occupy the #1 position in the state of Pennsylvania as we speak tonight. And if you want to think about that for a little while, I mean, there's something to think about in high school football. North Schuylkill #8 in Class AA. Southern Columbia #6 in Class A. So you're talking some great high school football being played around the area here.
And there's a team from the east, Bishop McDevitt.
Bishop McDevitt, number 2 right now in Class AA. Wilmington comes in at number 3 in Class AA. So all the teams we had just talked about are prominently mentioned. In fact, Tri-Valley coming in at number 9 in Class A. So look at all the local schools occupying in the top 10 of high school football in the state of Pennsylvania.
Dively kicks off for Selinsgrove, and the last time he did this, it was run back for a touchdown. Flags on the play, and see if the Red Tornadoes will take the ball in the 35. 3 calls can be made on this. Joe Thuraway told us about it. You can take the ball in the 35, you can take the ball where it goes out of bounds, or you can make them re-kick again. He wanted me to tell you that.
I didn't know you could take it where it went out of bounds.
You can take it
where
it
went out of bounds. Of course, that would make
bounds.
sense.
Right.
If it went out of bounds above the 35,
right.
Why would you want to go back to
right.
the 35?
Courtesy of Joe Thuraway.
I've been getting better, though. I haven't had to call him as much. And he hasn't had to call me as much, more importantly.
Avellino in the quarterback for the Red Tornadoes. Hands off to Bailey in the middle. And again, 78 still in the lineup for the Seals.
Yeah, I said it again. I'm going to say it now. 6 minutes to go.
Well, now he's starting.
Let's get some guys in there with clean uniforms and let some people play football here. That's why the program is the way it is. If you're not playing anybody, even in a game like this, get them some game experience. That's a tough thing to try to carry on.
2 big tackles, though. 6:17 left, and flags on the play.
I think they're going to call us for illegal participation again.
Illegal participation.
And they are. That's what it is.
But when you're running off the field, can they call that?
I thought the ball had a snap, but I know I'm going to be wrong on this. I thought maybe it's when you get to the line of scrimmage.
And everybody was set.
You set everybody up, and because he wasn't off the field. But it's the second time, and the second time tonight, second time all season we've seen that. And it happens 2 times in one game. So either his interpretation of this rule is a little bit different than everybody else's.
I don't remember seeing that all year.
No, it wasn't. And now he's done it twice in the same game.
Avellino pitches back to Bailey. Oh, Ivor Facer on that
26,
play.
I believe, right?
Sorry about that, Ivor. Gain of about 3 yards. Third down, 11 yards to go, 5:38 left in the ball game.
.55 Homiak, you see him coming out of the game. Homiak is a sophomore, 5'11", 220 pounds.
Ryan McGee around the left side. And first down and more to the 43-yard line.
Nice run.
Good job that time.
See the way he shifted the ball back and forth there as he was moving? That's heads up running there by McGee, and it doesn't surprise us. We've seen that from him all year. And they have taken the 2 big guys out, Bob.
Okay. Give him credit where credit's due. 4:55 left in the ball game.
I'm sorry, no, they didn't. 77's still in there. I didn't see him standing around, but he's still in there.
Wojtovich in the quarterback. McGee off the left side. And gain of about 4 yards, tackled by number 11, Sprankle.
You had Adams, Charlie Adams, and who was the other guy in there? Geary. 77 learned what it's like to come through the line. Both of those guys murdered him in there, left him on the ground. So he might be still playing near the end of the game, but he's out now. There he is. 71. He's replaced by 71. I think he might be bigger. Look at the size of this guy. 71 is Josh Brocious. He's 6'4", 275. Look at the size of that guy.
And they try going right at him, and they gain about 6 yards.
Well, Wojtovich just showed why you can weigh 400 pounds if you want, but if you're not a football player, you're going to get nailed. And Wojtovich just took 71 5 yards back and then leveled them.
That was Jason Wojtovich.
Oh, my goodness. What a hit that was.
Third down, 2 yards to go. 3:34 left in the ball game.
Trouble with that play is I think Jason can only do that so often. You can't lug him around too much.
Carry him around on your back, you
lugging
get tired,
about
you're right.
275 pounds around with you.
Tries it up the middle, and that one didn't make it. Looked like Bailey tried to go up through the middle on that. This will bring a 4th down and about 1 yard to go for the Red Tornadoes. .248 left on the clock. Wojtovich, quarterback.
He's got her.
First down at the 29-yard line.
Give the center and the 2 guards a lot of credit that time.
Nice surge, too. They really did a good job.
Wojtovich and the other guard, Homiak, was in?
Homiak was in it, but he's not playing guard, though.
Okay, well, then it was 52 Charlie Adams who just came
Adams,
off.
all right. Yeah, Adams was at guard there. But that was an excellent play by those 3 guys in the middle there, and he had all the room he needed to make the first down. Change your quarterback now, Bob. 37 in.
Okay, that's Pete Avellino in now, quarterback. Bailey off the right side to about the 25-yard line, and it gets tough with Bailey and Facer in there, both 26 and 28.
Well, the Seals better hope to time. This is 1 minute and 43 seconds remaining, because if the game continues any length, these guys are going to score on them. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Lions Club's Terry Awards were announced at the game here. Outstanding lineman is Joe Chicatano, and the outstanding back of the year goes to Brett Veach.
22.
2 excellent
well,
and
the
deserving.
Year or is it the game? I think it's the game.
I'm sorry,
right?
the game.
It's
the game.
What?
The game. Because we used to always do it for Shamokin, and then
Mike Terry Award.
Then it was
This game,
Shikellamy.
right.
Now it's Selinsgrove. It's always the Lions Club does it the last game now,
Right,
because we
right.
could never. Everybody kept moving on the schedule all the time. We could never get it right. So the Mike Terry awards go to those 2 fine young men, both of them deserving. But if you're going to give it to them for this game, you could have easily given it to them for the season, both of them. .40 seconds and counting as the clock winds down. This will be the final play of the football game.
Going to try to Kalinowski off the right side. First down, I think, at about the 19-yard line.
We will not line up to play football again tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You're looking at the end of a perfect 10-0 season for Big Red at Mount Carmel area. 15 seconds and counting. First undefeated season since 1973. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Just enjoy it. You don't see them that often, and here you saw one tonight. Again, we keep padding the win column as far as our wins go in the state and across the country. You know, we continue to hold our own and move up a little bit in the national rankings as far as most wins. So all the good things are happening to us. I think. As Bob's motioning, let's keep the camera on the field. Let everybody look at these guys shaking hands and let them enjoy this 10-game season right now. We can easily wrap this baby up. Not a whole lot to talk about tonight with the Seals. They brought nothing to the game. They did nothing during the game. They were blown out early. Mount Carmel area played everyone in the football game. Again, that's a recurring theme throughout the season. A couple of notes. You notice Sinkowicz Costello 1 half. Came out, did some work with his investments, and took the rest of the half off. We are concerned about the Evans young man, Jeff, may have re-injured the thumb. We'll know that more as you watch this broadcast, and of course talk about it. We'll talk about it at Supper Club, see what the injury report looks like. We will be meeting probably, in all probability, Wyalusing guys, the 4th-seeded team in the district. We will be heavily favored next week to beat Wyalusing or Lewisburg, whichever team that comes in as the 4th seed. All the good things are happening here. We're looking at the beginning of that launch for a state championship.
And that's what it is. It's a launch, and you got to take it one game at a time. And I think these guys are focused on that, and they'll look at just Wyalusing next week. if that's what it's going to be. It'll be hopefully Wyalusing, and then we'll go on from there. But a great game tonight and some good stats from Jose.
Wait, is he done yet or not?
He's got one more.
Here it goes.
Hang in there on the last one.
As a crew here, we'd just like to, thank or congratulate Chicatano and Brett Veach on the Mike Turry Award. And going back to Brett Veach, one last thing that Jose said was this was the 13th consecutive game that Brett Veach scored a touchdown in, tied the record with Henry Hynoski back in 1971.
All right.
So, next week we have a few more games left. So
and a record to look for.
And a record to look for.
Well, that's about it from the Silver Bowl as the 10-0 Red Tornadoes walk off the field. I'm Bob Else.
I'm Warren Altamar.
Wayne Brokenshire.
See you all next week.